Exciting news, everyone. I received my pouch from Hobonichi in the mail. So I thought we could have a look at this and together unpackage it and fill it up. So this print that I got was the Peacocks of Grantham Hall, and apparently it's a pattern that was designed by John Malkovich. But I really loved the pattern. I looked at a lot of their patterns online and I wasn't sure, but this one was the one that stood out to me as being quite pretty and not too overpowering or busy. So, oh look, it comes with a little tassel, which is in this beautiful pastel color, and it matches so nicely. It's got a little key ring on it, which would be good to attach something. But I really love it. I had to wait for it because it was sold out for a really long time. And I'm glad I waited. Because this is fairly expensive. I think that it was around $60 for this, Australian dollars. And with shipping on top. But I've been seeing lots of other videos about people using these for scraps of paper and stationery that they want to take around, and that it actually fits a lot of things. And I was like, that's what I need. I need something that will organize all my little scraps of paper that I use as backgrounds for some of my spreads and keep it in one spot. And I was absolutely unbelieved. I was absolutely shocked by the amount of things that fit in here. So I've just taken out these two foam pieces. Sorry, I just realized my microphone wasn't on, so hopefully you could still hear me. And I can see that it's got a little tag in here, which obviously I can't read, but that diagram is so adorable. That's going in my journal for sure. And this is the Áne pouch. I don't know whether you can see. It's got it there. I just call it the Anne pouch, but I'm not sure how it's pronounced. So as I'm looking in there, you can see that there has a lot of pockets. Now, some people even use this as like a purse when they go out. And a Hobonichi Weeks. This is an old Hobonichi Weeks that I've got. Does apparently fit in here. So let's have a look. I think it's easy to put it in this side. Yeah, that fits in there quite easily. I mean, you could fit it in there too. And you can fit it in the back pockets. I think that's the best place to put it. It's actually quite cute in there. Fits perfect. Kind of makes me want to go back to a Hobonichi Weeks. It's got one middle pocket. There is so many places to put things. They've got card slots here. And I've also seen some people remove this part so that it lies flat. But for me, I don't think I need to do that. I kind of like it that it opens quite wide, as you can see. So yes, this is the pouch. Really beautiful. Okay, so let's try and fill it with some papers. Okay, I have a lot of different papers, so these are all of the things that I've collected or bought. Plus, I just picked these up from Daiso. So, I think what I have to do is try and figure out what will actually fit, because there are some pieces of paper which are quite large and I'm not sure I wanted to chop them up. But there is a lot that I think will work that I can fold up. How cute is that? Hot bread. So, I'm not sure how I'm going to get all this on camera, but let's sort of start filling things. Now, I have these cards that I actually had from over 10 years ago that my mum brought back to me. And there's lots of different cardstock that I bought back in my scrapbooking and invitation making days. And I've cut them all. What I was doing was making gift tags with them. But they could be quite useful for in my journal now. I like these soft blue frangipani ones. This gold. Apples. I'm not so much into this sort of look. So what I might do, like the purple, is separate the ones that I really like and have a little sample amount that I can keep in this pouch. I also don't like my card to be too thick. For my journal, so it doesn't get too chunky too quickly. Okay, let me separate these out and then we can go through the rest. Okay, so I have only a very small pile out of all of those, but I'm being quite picky of what I would actually use. So I thought we could add these to these sort of like note card. I'm just going to see if they fit. Yeah, they do. So I might sort of separate black and white. Might put the greens together. Okay, so they fit in quite nicely. What else do I have? I might put some of these, a lot of these small pieces that I have into the top here, the middle section with the zip. so I have filled out quite a lot of this, and I folded the pieces of paper and put them in, and I can still easily close this. There is way more room. This pouch is incredible to me. Like, this is a whole box of stuff, and I feel like it's just been a mess for so long. And for me to actually like lighten this and put it in here to something usable that I can quickly thumb through or even take with me out somewhere, like, this is amazing. I mean, I couldn't take this big box with me places. There's some things I'm sort of deciding to let go or do something with, and then there's other things which I'll continue to keep. It's actually been so nostalgic because a lot of this stuff I've picked up in Europe or on trips. So it's so nice to see, like, oh my gosh, this is getting a bit damaged actually. I've got to find a nice place to put these. This was actually an artist that we found in Bruges. And they did the most beautiful postcards. I put one in my travel journal, but I actually got a couple of extras. So I might find a nice spot for them around my desk, actually. So, yeah. And then there's also little other bits that I found from my memories in Switzerland. Actually, that was France, but they are going to go in my Switzerland journal. So I have a separate pouch for this ephemera that I'll put somewhere else. I really love this, but it's so thick. I don't know what to do with it. Might have to go on my desk somewhere as well. And then I've also kept this bag that I got from a makeup shop here in Perth. I really love this bag and I don't want to throw it out. I'd love to use this somehow, but until I pull it apart, it's got this beautiful strap on it too, but it's a bit too thick. I could try and take it apart and cut up some of the pieces, which is I think what I should do in order to reuse this in my journal a bit. I love collecting the pieces at the bottom of, like, when you're in restaurants that cover the tray, or that are like a placemat, paper placemats. This one has a cool, like, burgers and fries on it. So this would be a great background at some stage. Explorers also has these for their kits, and they have some great patterns that you can use too. Okay guys, I am so impressed with this pouch. I could actually fit more in here, I believe. It just makes such a huge difference in terms of the organization and how quickly I can see what I actually have. I have put a few like business cards in here that I've received, like Lydia Southgate. I love their business cards, so sometimes I just like to keep them. But it may come in handy for decorating too. I like that ticket. And you could actually sort of put your own little thing here on top. I have so many papers that I've collected from all over the world, really, which is kind of cool. And packaging that you receive shopping in and gifts in, but it is packed in these side parts. I am really pleased. Let's do it up. Oh my goodness. That is so much nicer than that huge overflowing box. Wow. So impressed. If you are on the fence about buying one of these Áne pouches from Hobonichi, just do it, because that is worth the money. I'm definitely going to be getting more of these, I think. But I absolutely love this pattern, and I think it's worth having a look at what they have, and if something speaks to you. There was some other like patterned ones, like a plaid type of rainbow pattern that I really liked, but it looked like the material was like a plastic PVC type of material, and I wasn't sure how much give that it would give you. So I decided to wait for the sort of fabric-y one, and I'm so glad that I did. I mean, I'm pretty sure the other one might be okay too, but I think the fabric parts of it do give it a bit of like give. So that's something to keep in mind, although I wouldn't know that for sure until I try the other ones. So yeah, thanks for joining me with filling my Áne Hobonichi pouch. And I will be getting more of these, I think, because even just to see these like lined up on my shelf would be so beautiful and such a nice way. If I could get a Christmas one, I would, because I have a lot of Christmas things, papers, and I would love to fill one up just with a Christmas themed one. Be great if they came out with a Christmas pattern. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.